What's up, gamers? It's Low Budget Gamer here, and today we'll be trying Hell Is Us. And the demo just got released yesterday. As you can see, my specs are RTX 3050 laptop GPU with 4 GB GDDR6 VRAM, and my CPU is i5 11 Gen at 3.2 GHz of clock speed, and my system memory is 32 GB with 3200 mega transfers. You can see my available RAM is 22 GB. That's because I have an iGPU, but that doesn't matter. We'll get the same performance nonetheless. So let's go, let's try it. Hello guys, we're in the game right now, and the settings that I'm using right now is 1080p at high settings. Of course it's custom because I have turned on DLSS Balance, because I tried the other settings like ultra quality and native. It's too much to handle for the little GPU like 4 GB RTX 3050. So let's count the FPS now. We are getting around 30 FPS without recording. You might get around 2-3 more FPS depending on the scenario, but right now, as I can say, there's no difference, to be honest. Like from 20 to 21 FPS doesn't make any difference, to be honest, because when I tried without recording, the game was giving me around just 20 FPS more. 1 FPS more. 20 FPS more would have been much better, to be honest. So in the forest area, it's like the game is kinda in demo right now, and it's not fully ready, to be honest. So like we can expect when the game actually launches to have much better FPS, but nowadays, as you can see, that hope has gone dry, and not many games do come with proper FPS. Right now we are getting just 16 FPS, maybe because like it's yeah, the VRAM is spilling over to the RAM. You can see the RAM is right now around 17 GB of use, and VRAM is almost fully occupied. Like there's nothing left in the VRAM segment. It's 3.8 GB of VRAM getting used. So I've restarted the game and just changed the settings. We have to restart every time we actually change the settings in this game. I've changed it to medium. DLSS is still in balance. I will use this. Doesn't work because even we can turn it on, but it still says that we need a 40 series GPU. I'll try FSR also, and also the frame generation at the later stage of the video. For now, I'm gonna go medium with DLSS Balance. The game does have some like shader issues. It's again loaded all the shaders, and the game was a bit stuttery. It's like you can see all the lag spikes in the frame time graph. Like there are lots of lag spikes. We indeed are getting around 10 FPS more right now in this location. As you saw in high, we were getting around 16 FPS, 15 FPS like that. But it has more lag spikes also. Oh, that's Resident Evil. As you can see, the FPS drops significantly because the VRAM is spilling over into the RAM right now, and like it was just now, it was 27-28 FPS. Now it's 23-22 FPS. Let's open the door. I guess this is also gonna be like, yeah, it's Resident Evil. Okay. We're getting around 25-26. You can expect another 2 to 3 FPS more, so it's around 30. Okay, like that lag spike. Dang. Okay, the lag spikes. So it's a new area, so I guess the lag spikes maybe. And these are huge lag spikes. It's kinda unplayable. It does settle down after a bit. Yeah, see, now it's fixed. It stops stuttering. It does. It's in demo, so like we cannot argue much in that also, to be honest, since it's a demo, and the game isn't fully ready. So hopefully, when the game comes out finally, we do get more FPS. The game, to be honest, looks good. It has a unique vibe to it. I'm playing it at DLSS Balance, but to be honest, even in high, I didn't. To be honest, I didn't see any difference in high and medium. It looks still good to me. At least in my 15-inch screen, it looks very good. It's less blurry. It's blurry, but it's less blurrier than you say quality or native. And maybe that's because of like our. Okay, again it's stuttering again, and the FPS drops are huge. It's spilling over to the VRAM again, as you can see. Sorry, it's spilling over to the RAM again, as you can see. I tend to always misspell VRAM and RAM. Can we kick this? You dummies won't ever find where I hide the key. You're all too stupid. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I know the key. Mystery discovered. Okay, this game is gonna be good. I feel like it's gonna be a game that I would want to play, to be honest. Kinda, I'm not just doing benchmark. I feel like I'm even doing a review on the game right now by speaking like that. So I'm back in the same location again because the same location was here. As you can see, I've changed the graphics to low with DLSS Balance, and it's still not able to reach 60 FPS. Although the textures are now very blurry, at least in his clothes is very blurry, and the shadow, I guess, yeah, shadow doesn't look good now. Even the leg spikes are totally gone now. It's fully, like, it's not flat, but it's not spiky either. It's how it's supposed to be in this VRAM, to be honest. And plus the texture also was low right now, but suddenly it increased. Oh, okay, the shadows are very bad in low. You can see the textures when I started the game. When I showed you first, the textures are very blurry, but it's back to normal again. But these textures are low, we can see that. And when you see it close by, you can see the textures are indeed low. So just move to the APC area. As you can see in here, we had massive FPS drops recently, like last time in medium. In here we don't see that much FPS drops. It's stable, to be honest. It's stable and it's running at 40 FPS, 40 plus FPS. And to be honest, you can play this game in 40 FPS, at least for now, since I haven't seen any fighting yet. It's again dropping, as you can see. The speed level still happens. I feel like 4 GB is not enough for this game, to be honest, because or maybe it's just a demo, so like it's not yet ready, so like it's not optimized properly. But for now, I don't think so. Like it's properly playable at 4 GB VRAM, because my VRAM is already totally occupied by the game's resources, and it's spilling over to my RAM. And after some time, if you keep on playing the game, you see the game kinda drops its FPS. It was just 40 FPS right now, and now it's nearly 30 FPS or something like that. So we are back into the game again, and now I'm trying DLSS Performance, because even if I said you not to go to performance, if you guys are willing to drop down that much, so I'm just testing it for you guys who are willing to drop it to performance. As you can see, we are getting same FPS from balance and low. I think you won't get more FPS than what you actually got in balance also. That's due to the VRAM issue, the VRAM limitation of our GPU. It kind of spills over to the RAM and it stutters anyway. I'm gonna run around a bit for a moment, and you'll again notice that after a few moments it will again drop FPS. Maybe if it doesn't, then to be honest, performance is the best setting, to be honest, to play. until the game releases and they know how to fix it. Okay, it stuttered immediately when I say it, and whenever it stutters, the game suddenly drops FPS hugely. See, it's again dropping FPS, like it dropped around 10 FPS immediately. And you can see my CPU usage has also gone very high. That's because the game keeps on trying to load shaders. It's a little bit playable than before still though, but would I say you to play this game at these settings? No, I would ask you to wait for the game to release and try then. I'll make a video then also, because this is just a demo, and maybe when the game actually launches we might get better FPS than this. At least hopefully we do get, because nowadays the optimization of every game is kinda junk. So we do have some actions in this game, and we need to and even if we do have actions, I don't understand. Outside the game was having much more FPS than now. Now it's lower. It's much more lower than how much it was outside. I'm using low at performance DLSS, and this shouldn't be the issue, to be honest. So before going into that area, I'm gonna show you even in 720p. Although I'll increase it to balance of quality. Okay, I forgot to change the settings. Before going into that area, I'm gonna try 720p once and try quality. The game does become a bit blurry, to be honest. In 720p it does become a bit blurry. But we are getting kinda the same FPS in quality. And we should probably use other than that also. Quality is the max you can go in 720p. It does look blurry, it does look a bit washed. It looks, yeah, it looks very washed, like it's painted over, smearing. But if you want to, you can go for it. Or give a brief glimpse of it. Now we are back into balance. Even balance is not much good, to be honest. DLSS gave us better performance, to be honest. And yeah, it's maybe because of the 100% CPU uses, because the game is currently loading shaders again. The game keeps on trying to load shaders. I don't know why. It does load. It does have a shader compilation when you start the game, but every time you change from DLSS to FSR or something like that, it again does the same thing again, and even then it doesn't actually do anything. As you can see, it's still the same. The FSR is instead lower. We get lower FPS in FSR with worse quality. The quality has dropped significantly, and it's not worth trying frame generations also. I thought of trying frame generation, but looking at this FPS, I wouldn't ask you to go for frame generation. It doesn't look good. FSR, to be honest, in this game doesn't look good, and it gives less performance than DLSS. Maybe it's not optimized well probably right now. So that's the end of the video, guys. As you can see, Hell is Us is still on demo. You can still try it on Steam, but I cannot recommend you any settings right now because the game currently isn't properly optimized. Probably it will when it launches on September, but right now it's not optimized. And FSR is totally broken also. Since FSR wasn't giving me any FPS benefits, it was like native, and instead it was dropping more FPS than DLSS right now. Hope you like the video. If you do like the video, do put a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button. I hope we all see again each other soon.